Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants, where I come on and I go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. So, if you're ever in Portland, Oregon, I mean, what's left of it after Antifa and all those other raging wacko hate mobs burned down most of the city, and you're in the mood to go to a sports bar and chill with a burger and beer and watch an NBA game or a Major League Baseball game or a college basketball game or an NHL game or an NFL game, well, there's a place called the Sports Bra, which is a bar that you won't be able to do that in. Why? Well, the bar is owned by a woman named Jenny Wynn, and this is what she told NBC News. Quote, "Ultimately, my mission is to expose as many people as possible to women's sports and give them access." So basically what she means is her bar will only televise women's sports. No men's sports allowed on the screens. Now, I don't have a problem with her wanting to promote women's sports. You're looking at a guy who has covered plenty of women's sports at the high school and college levels. I've done play-by-play on several women's games. There have been quite a few women's games I've gone to that can be just as exciting and even more exciting than some men's games I went to. So again, I don't have a problem with wanting to promote women's sports, but I don't know if it should be done at the expense of not showing male sports on your TV screens at a sports bar. Now, according to the NBC News article, the idea for the Sports Bra, okay, I got to give her credit. That is a pretty cool name for a sports bar. So Wynn says the idea for the Sports Bra came in April of 2018. Her and some friends were watching the NCAA Women's Championship game. They were able to watch it at a local bar, but said they sat in a corner and watched it on a tiny television. Also in this article, it says, according to a 2021 study by USC and Purdue University, 95% of total television coverage, as well as ESPN highlight shows like SportsCenter, focus on men's sports. Well, I'm sorry to say, but men's sports is what most of the TV sports viewership audience tunes into, because let's face it, pretty much all your prominent professional sports leagues are men's leagues, and that's what most people watch, so the highlight shows are going to cater to that. Sorry, but that's just reality. But according to the article, Wynn, who is gay, stresses that the bar is welcoming of everyone. While a majority of its patrons are women, she said the Sports Bra is an inclusive space. Well, if it was inclusive, I think they would include both men's and women's sports on their TV screens. It's an inclusive space that also attracts a large number of families and even quite a few men, many of whom, according to her, say they prefer watching women's sports because female athletes, quote, give 110% all of the time. No, not every female athlete gives 100% all the time, just like not every male athlete gives 110% all the time. Some do, but not all. Again, I have no problem with Jenny Wynn wanting to promote women's sports. I just question her method of doing so. Now, if she wanted to do, say, half the TV screens in her bar are for men's sports, half for women's sports, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I think that would be pretty cool. But the thing is, sports bars are in the business of making money. And if your TVs are not going to be tuned in to, say, the Super Bowl or the World Series or men's basketball Final Four, then you're going to be losing out on a lot of money that you can use to promote women's sports. Now, on the other fork of the tongue, borrowing a phrase from my favorite novel series by Harry Turtledove, World War, it is Jenny Wynn's business. She can run it however she wants. She can cater to whatever niche market she wants. But I think some things you have to consider is, now the bar is getting a lot of hype. I think it's been open for about a month, and there's always hype with a new place, especially one that's making headlines like Jenny Wynn's place, the Sports Bra. But once all that hype fizzles out, are you still going to be able to succeed being a sports bar where all you do is show women's sports? Or are we going to see you arguing with John Taffer on an episode of Bar Rescue? Well, I guess only time will tell. Well, now a word from our sponsor. Does your toilet have rings that always need cleaning? Do you have hard water spots on your shower doors? Calcium buildup on your faucets? Just imagine what all of that is doing to the inside of your washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator, your hot water heater. What about the pipes inside your body? Buy a filter or be a filter. You can have clean, mineral-rich water without the buildup of unwanted toxins in your body and throughout your whole home. Call Vicki Johnston today at H2O Health and Water Solutions at 928-899-7504 or stop in and see her at the Prescott Gateway Mall. Well, folks, that's going to do it for another edition of Rust Rants. Be sure to follow us on all of KYCA's social media: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Vimeo. Smash the like button, leave a comment, and also follow us on KYCA.info, and I'll see you next time.